Just about all set to go here at Loyola. Again, thanks for joining us here on the Edgewater Castle YouTube page. I'm Alex Campbell. Game time weather. Low 80s, humid and sunny, cooling off as the night goes on. Edgewater Castle will hope the night is heated up with some goals. They have been on a tear lately. In their last 3 games, a combined 11 goals, 4 in each of their last 2, including that 4-1 win against Crystal Lake just 2 weeks ago. And we'll see Edgewater line up a sort of kickoff play. They do this every game. It's Ashley Chesniak, defensive midfielder, over the kickoff. She's going to play this back to Emily Olson. And it's going to be interesting. Is it a back 3? Is it a flat back 4? Is it somewhere in between for Edgewater tonight? And how will the strikers, Stevens and Leigh, play? We're underway here in Chicago. As this was played back to Olson, Emily immediately sending it wide here for Molly Pistorius. Pistorius to the middle. Egan, Stevens looked to flick that on, and Chorus knocks that out of play. Might have gotten the Crystal Lake lineup slightly off, was going based on what they did last time, but we'll double check that as Egan crosses to the middle. It's not entirely cleared. Stevens setting it. Olson, early shot. Just wide of the near post, but a very, very positive start for the Rooks. Gassman, not a lot of options ahead. Plays that ball through the lines, and Kelsey Ham missed it, and now here's a chance for Hammond. Hammond, early shot is just high and wide of the far post. And almost a gift for Crystal Lake. And not working the young keeper with the shot was Hammond, the rising junior at Indiana Wesleyan, with 5 goals in her first 2 years for the IWU Wildcats. That's only cleared as far as Ashley Chesniak. Chesniak has a go, and just scooping that safely at the far post is Cleary. Again, only 3 subs on the bench tonight for the visitors. Catherine Stevens, Kylie Egan. Egan feeding this wide, Pistorius. Pistorius sending a cross in, and hammering it away is Stephanie Freund, the former Judson Eagle, who now works as a coach for Crystal Lake Soccer Federation. Jocelyn Leigh flicking that on. Stevens got there, but not enough power on it. Collecting is Cleary. Ashley drifting wide. Ashley blasting across in, flicked away. Egan on the chase, got a bit of a bump. Kylie to the end line, cut it back, and jumping onto the ball is Cleary. Should note that Ava Garcia is the 5th goalkeeper to be rostered for a match so far this year by Edgewater Castle, joining Lucy Clark, Zoe Balmer, Michaela Till, and Cynthia Waller. If Edgewater is to win this game and Lucy Clark is still unavailable a week from now, it will be interesting to see what happens in goal. Molly Pistorius has a shot, and it's in! What a hit, what a goal! 1-0 to the Rooks. The future Rambler with a looping rocket over the top of an outstretched Cleary. And in the 12th minute, it's 1-0. Pistorius, who had 3 assists at Crystal Lake Forest in a 6-1 win early this season. They've won it back again. Jocelyn Leigh crossing. Egan, what a save to tip it over the top by Cleary. First time left-footed strike by the Edgewater Castle co-captain, and it was almost 2-0. Ashley Chesniak into the area, ball bouncing through. Important intervention there at the back post by Lopez. Could fall for Egan, though. Kylie Egan, that's saved by Cleary. Addison Cleary, the player of the match right now for the visitors, without question, having made a couple big saves. Olson, Pistorius, wide, here's Egan again. Egan edge of the area, to the back post, it's over everyone and out for a goal kick. And that's another poor pass. And here goes Camargo, Johanna Camargo in on goal, still Camargo. Camargo through for Collins. The flag stays down. Collins squares, and Hammond can't get there. Edgewater asking where the flag was. I think Collins was a good 3 or 4 yards behind the defense. Ramirez. As retreating was Kylie Egan, who picked her pocket. Lucy Tang. Tang. Scout Murray. Murray has a go! Just wide of the far post. Again, I'm a little surprised Anderson's playing out here on the wing rather than centrally. She's clearly the best player on the ball, but here goes Kelly Collins. Big chance here for Crystal Lake. Collins to the middle. Bierker couldn't head it away, and that ball is not in. The ball never crossed the line. Garcia barely keeps it out in the end. Bierker's head was involved, and now the goal is given? That's some really poor communication by the officials. In the end, it's Anderson's goal, I think. And again, just a total disaster at the back by Edgewater. Gifts a goal. And it's 1-1 here in the 50th minute. Is this the wake-up call Edgewater need, or is this the start to Crystal Lake pulling the upset? Because Edgewater frankly, just have not looked very good since about the 20th minute. Crystal Lake deservedly level. And can't really put any blame there on the young goalkeeper as Sangstock tries to knock it down. Cam Sangstock up and over. Nearly an immediate response. Given away. Scout Murray playing it through. Here goes Molly Pistorius. Chorus trying to chase. Pistorius has Stevens in the middle. Pistorius sliding challenge Rivera. Saw her do that a couple times a couple weeks ago. Could fall for Egan. Slipped as she hit the shot. Kily again, wide of the near post. Gave it right, though, to Saran. Immediately looking long. On the chase goes Jocelyn Leigh. Has Egan with her. Stevens as well. Here's Jocelyn Leigh. Jocelyn Leigh on her right. Still Jocelyn Leigh. Still Jocelyn. Jocelyn Leigh didn't catch it well. And a roller in the end for Cleary. But good attacking intent shown by the Edgewater striker. Egan able to turn. Here's Emily Olsen. Olsen sliding it for Leigh. Here's Jocelyn Leigh. And again, the shot is tame. Olsen. Here come Edgewater again. Jocelyn Leigh. Leigh around the corner. Here's Kily Egan. Kily Egan all the way. That's got to be a penalty. It is. Now what colors the card? Kily Egan taken down. Was the player playing the ball? That's the referee's decision. It's a yellow card if they were. It's a red if they're not, because that was very much the denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. We'll add it to the list. That's got to be a yellow card, and it's not. Absolutely, that's a yellow. And as I said, basically all fouls have been legal tonight, so I was honestly surprised this got called. Jocelyn Leigh steps up for Edgewater Castle from 12 yards. It's Jocelyn Leigh against Addison Cleary. If Leigh scores, she will tie Collins for 9 goals on the season in the league. The former Rambler, future Golden Eagle, scores! Jocelyn Leigh gives Edgewater the lead in the 83rd minute. Olsen taking her time. Really well done here by Emily Olsen. No need to force it. Stevens back for Ham. Ham taking the space afforded to her, in for Jocelyn Leigh. Leigh looking to turn. Kily Egan. Kily Egan! That'll seal it. The Rooks are on to the Final Four. It's going to be 9 wins from 9. Bella Chesniak launching it across, hoping for Stevens. It's caught by Cleary. The referee has her whistle to her lips. Cleary sends it in the air. And there is full time. Edgewater Castle, our champions of the UWS Midwest Conference.